The arrogant millionaire laughed as he held up an ancient scroll no one could read. "Translate this," he sneered, "and my salary is yours." He thought the maid would fumble. Make a fool of herself, ... But what happened next silenced everyone in the room. Gregory Lance wasn't just rich. He was proud of reminding people he was. A self-made tech mogul, he flaunted his intelligence as often as his wealth. He hosted elite dinners where guests weren't invited to eat. They were invited to admire him. His estate was filled with modern art, European antiques, and one quiet, unnoticed maid, Elena Ruiz. She was always on time. Always quiet. Always ... underestimated. Gregory never once asked her name ... to him. She was background noise. On one particular night, Gregory was showing off an antique he had purchased from a rare European auction, a scroll sealed with wax, inscribed with a script even the experts had dismissed. They said it's written in a lost dialect. Unreadable. Gregory bragged to his guests. His laughter bubbled around the table. He turned toward Elena, who was pouring water beside him. "Hey, ... you speak a dozen languages, right?" He joked. She paused, caught in the spotlight. Gregory smirked. "Translate this, and my salary is yours for the year." The guests roared. It was clearly meant as a joke, but not to her. "Deal," Elena replied softly. "Give me 30 minutes. The room fell quiet. What no one knew was this. Elena Ruiz once had dreams. She grew up surrounded by books. Her mother was a translator, her father a historian. She spoke Spanish, Arabic, Basque, Latin, French, and 2 dead dialects fluently. War came. Her parents vanished. She fled as a refugee and took any work she could find, even as a maid in a mansion where no one knew her name. Yet every break she had, she read. She studied languages, grammar trees, translation manuals. Because knowledge was the one thing no one could ever take from her. She took the scroll to the library at the back of the mansion, a place she often cleaned. But where she had secretly read every book, her fingers moved carefully across the parchment. It wasn't just a scroll. It was a historic document, part land deed, part political contract, referencing pre-empire Spain. And more shockingly, it named her ancestors. She returned calmly and laid the scroll out across the marble dining table. "This is written in a pre-Iberian dialect from 1427, she began. "It outlines land transfer from the Spanish crown to a merchant family ... The Ruiz family." Every face turned toward her. Gregory tried to laugh it off. "You expect me to believe you can prove that?" She looked up. "You don't need to believe. The deeds are in public archives. And the names match my great-grandmother's family tree. I have her birth certificates, photos. You just never asked." 1. Guess, a historian, quickly pulled out their phone and began fact-checking. Every word she said was true. Gregory's smile faded. "It was a joke," he muttered. "A performance." Elena tilted her head. "You offered your salary. I accepted. There are cameras in every corner of this home. Audio, too." One guest, a corporate lawyer, spoke up. "Technically, that was a verbal contract witnessed by a room full of people." Gregory froze. He wasn't just embarrassed. He was exposed. He had mocked a woman who quietly held more power than he ever imagined. Word spread like wildfire. One guest anonymously posted the clip online. Within 24 hours, it went viral. Maid outsmarts millionaire with ancient scroll. She wasn't just a maid. She was a genius. Elena Ruiz, the real translator of time, universities reached out. Documentary producers called. Ted invited her to speak. Meanwhile, Gregory vanished from social media. His reputation took a nosedive. A year later, Elena stood on a stage at an international linguistics conference. "My name is Elena Ruiz," she said. "I was once a maid. But language was always my power. Not because of what I said, but because I never stopped listening." Behind her was the scroll, now displayed as a historic artifact with her name engraved beside it. She didn't need Gregory's salary anymore. She had something far more valuable: respect, legacy, and purpose. Be careful who you look down on. You might be underestimating someone who speaks the language of kings while you're still learning how to listen. Because true intelligence doesn't scream. It translates,